People is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
My name is Gerald Begumisa. I'm the Managing Director of Yo Uganda Limited. We are a 16-year-old technology company. When we started, our initial idea was to introduce into the market low-cost international calls. We wanted to take advantage of some of the changes in regulation in the communication sector that had happened at the time. However, since then, we've had numerous developments and changes in the services that we offer. One of the most significant events was the introduction of mobile money services, which started in 2007 with M-Pesa in Kenya and 2009 in Uganda. So I'm happy to note that we were the first company in Uganda to offer a public mobile payments aggregation system into the market, and this was launched in 2010. Using this system, we've enabled more than 50,000 small and medium enterprise businesses and more than 150,000 farmers in various agricultural value chains to incorporate digital payment systems and the use of digital payments generally into their day-to-day operations. Some of the solutions that we offer in brief are digital payment acceptance. So with this solution, we enable businesses use digital means to accept payments for their goods and services. We provide them with the necessary tools and solutions such as mobile applications or even web applications to enable them seamlessly transition from the use of cash as their primary method to the use of digital payments as their primary. Our goal obviously is to be able to have a situation where most of the payments that they do are through digital channels. The other solution we offer is bulk digital disbursement, which is essentially the reverse of the first solution, which is allowing businesses, both for profit and even non-profits, use digital means to disburse payments to various beneficiaries. These may be salary payments, vendor payments, etc. The other significant solution that we are involved in is integration with financial institutions. So with the coming of the mobile money services, we saw an opportunity to bridge the gap between the mobile money networks and the traditional financial institutions. And so through offering this integration service, we are able to enable seamless transfer of funds between the two systems, both from the mobile money system into financial institution systems, and also the reverse from financial institutions into the mobile money systems. With the coming of COVID, it really changed a lot of things in people's minds. Previously, people would not have considered adopting primarily digital methods of making payments, and now here I'm speaking from a consumer perspective, or even from a business perspective, accepting payments. As Yo Uganda, we stepped up efforts in awareness because with the COVID pandemic coming in, a lot of businesses who had not really considered transitioning to digital methods or trying to adopt digital methods were practically in despair. Some of them viewed the lockdowns and the COVID seasons as situations where they would simply close their business and then reopen when the lockdowns are lifted or when the economy recovers. But through increased awareness that we've done to various customers and to various segments, we've been able to actually explain how a lot of these organizations can incorporate the use of digital payments, both for accepting payments for their goods and services and even disbursements. We've also done a number of customizations to our existing solutions to make them even more convenient for usage in a digital world, which COVID has actually demanded of everyone. The industry has actually grown massively in the last 10 years or so. When the digital payments and the introduction of mobile payment services was introduced, the main product or the main use case that everyone was looking at was payments, whether it be one person making a payment to another, that's person-to-person payments, or person to business, business to person. However, over the years, over the last 10 years, there are several other sectors that have actually been touched by fintechs and by digital payments. And this includes things like insurance. So we have a number of fintechs who are actually offering solutions which center on insurance. We have fintechs who are offering solutions that are in the agricultural sector to enable easy adoption, and we are actually proud to be one of those companies that has actually invested quite a bit of time in introducing fintech solutions in the agricultural value chains in Uganda. There's also the adoption of digital payments for digitizing school records, digitizing tracking of accounts for schools, because we know there are a number of fintechs that are doing that. And so I would say that we are winning to a great extent. One of the main hindering factors has mostly been the access to capital, which perhaps is something that needs a wider discussion. One of the things is increased cooperation, and this is within the industry between fintechs, among fintechs, and also government. So government bodies like the regulators and also other government agencies that offer services to the general public. I think if cooperation is increased, such as integrations, this would increase the acceptance and proliferation of digital services. I'll give a couple of examples. The first one is the National ID database. If integration into that database is made easier for various players, not just the larger players such as the supervised financial institutions and mobile network operators, but even the smaller and more innovative companies such as fintechs, we believe a lot of these solutions would be much quicker to see adoption in the market. Then also another point is increased adoption of open infrastructure and open integration, and this is especially with the various government bodies that offer services to the public. An example is the Uganda Revenue Authority, which actually has been a champion in enabling integrations, but more can be done to allow not just the larger players to integrate and offer solutions that impact tax payments, but also extend this open infrastructure to allow smaller players like the fintechs to easily integrate and offer more solutions to the public. Another example is the agency that is in charge of issuing driving permits. There are a lot of solutions which fintechs can offer, through which integration with their systems would smoothen processes for the general public and, at the end of the day, increase adoption of digital solutions. Relating to what government's role is in achieving financial inclusion, I have actually touched a bit about open infrastructure and increased integration, but also from a policy perspective, we believe one of the important things that so far has been done by government that we certainly appreciate is the implementation of regulation. The implementation of regulation and licensing for the fintech sector is very good because it increases general trust from the public and users of these solutions that they are actually mainstream. Because some of the users or the potential users of these various solutions will second guess themselves based on whether, for example, the regulator has mentioned anything about it, or the central bank has pronounced itself, or a license has been issued. So this actually has gone a long way and will go a long way to increasing trust. Another policy aspect is the local content aspect, which we feel that government can do quite a bit more in that, in terms of passing policies that require various government agencies and institutions to look for some of these solutions locally before going to international players. So with those two, we think government can play quite a big role in increasing financial inclusion. 40 Days, 40 Fintechs, and I believe this is season 2 of the initiative, has really played quite a pivotal role in increasing the awareness about the solutions which are out there in the market by paying detailed attention to various fintechs and the solutions that they're offering and the various services that they offer. Goes a long way in increasing awareness both locally, because even on a local scale there isn't much attention that is paid to innovators, local innovators in Uganda. Most of the attention is paid to the larger players, but through initiatives like 40 Days Fintech, 40 days, 40 fintechs. Awareness is increased locally and awareness also at an international scale. We strongly applaud the efforts that this initiative is putting into this, and we look forward to more events. My name is Gerald Begumisa, Managing Director at Yo Uganda Limited. Our website is www.yo.co.ug. You may go online. Registration for our services is actually free online. Go create an account, drop us an email, and we'll set you up with our services. One of the key services we offer is a USSD payment solution, which is accessed through *217#. And we are in the process of signing up several customers for this solution. So do get in touch with us through our website and we'll be happy to serve you.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crossleg Technologies, Modus Box, Moduloop Foundation, and Level 1 Projects.